nice to see this front walk and this ramp come into play for Caffrey. It's going to really help them get in and out of the house. We've also made sure that all of the doorways leading outside are all at the same elevation all the way around. No steps up or down.
That's right.
But a lot of work goes into making this ramp.
That's right, and it started with a trench. And so we had to excavate a trench from the other corner of the garage where the service comes in. We put a base layer of sand in and then put 12 different pieces of PVC. And once those were installed and cored in through the house and those holes are waterproof, another layer of sand. And on top of that, we did about a 7-inch pour of concrete that's a structural slab with rebar that is drilled into the foundation.
Right, and that's really strong. On top of that, we have the insulation, and you can see all the tubing that's going to have the radiant heat in it, and that's all glycol, so it's protected against the freeze.
That's right. We have a sensor in the pour, so it'll sense temperature as well as moisture.
Yeah, a lot of people think you run radiant heat outside, you got to run that all the time. It will never come on in the winter if it's not cold enough or if it doesn't snow or rain on it.
That's right. It's going to be a great system.
Absolutely. All right, well, looks like they're getting ready to pour that top layer.
All right, let it go.
This mix is a 4,000 mix. That's the rating of the weight. There's pea stone in it, a fiber in it, and they also inject air in it.
So this top section of the ramp is actually level in front of the 2 side lights and the front door. And our pitch starts right about here and is about 20 feet long.
Right, and we have a line right here to follow all the way down to continue that pitch. I'm going to hit this with the vibrator real quick. It's going to be about probably 2,000–3,000 revolutions a minute, and it vibrates and actually moves the concrete around, and it just levels itself right out. You don't want to do too much because you don't want it to become soupy and run down the hill. Once he gets it roughly where he wants, he's going to take a street and run across from the 2 flat spots on each side, go back and forth, and work it down.
So we have 2 levels of concrete that we're pouring. Where I'm standing is where the asphalt's going to go in the driveway. The bluestone will stop at this edge, which the concrete pour will be here. Then the bluestone on top. Our concrete level will be poured at this line, then our asphalt will make up the difference to match the bluestone.
Now if you notice, this concrete is a lot more loose than the other because it can flow better, it can pull better, but it also will stay level. We wouldn't want it this loose on the ramp because all of it would end up down at the bottom. All right, so Kevin's flattening the surface with a bull float. And it's basically taking the imperfections out. Then later, once it sets up a little more, he'll broom it to give it a little bit of texture. That's because there's a bluestone going over here. That'll give him great adhesion. And that bluestone will bring the height right up at the door where it needs to be.
That's right. And anytime you're building a ramp at a residence, it's always nice to follow ADA guidelines, even though you don't have to. In this case, we were going from finished floor to garage floor with the pavement met with the driveway. And we had a difference of 13 3/4, and our ramp is about 20 feet long at the pitch.
Yeah, well, ADA compliance is I made a little wedge right here, and it's 12 inches to 1 inch. So every 12 inch, you go up 1 inch. But I drew a line on this side where our pitch is. So we're actually lower than ADA compliance, so that's even better.
It's going to be real nice.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. This Old House has got a video for just about every home improvement project, so be sure to check out the others. And if you like what you see, click on the subscribe button to make sure that you get our newest videos right in your feed.